guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are creating this lovely look together using the Colourpop and Raw Beauty Kristi Collection. It just restocked a few days ago, and so I know it's been out for a while, but I thought you guys might want to see everything in the collection still, just because they did do a restock and you can still purchase some of these items. So if that sounds interesting to you, or if you just want to hang out while I do my makeup, even if you're not interested in the collection, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, please click the like button and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the other makeup I'm wearing today, I will have that all listed in the description below. Alright, so I'm starting with the At Forest Sight palette, and this is still in stock on Colourpop's website for $20. Colourpop is running a 25% site-wide sale right now, but it looks like this palette is excluded and not on sale, probably because it was just released. So here is the palette if you have somehow not seen this floating around the internet yet. I've heard a lot of people describe it as a muted rainbow palette. It has some mattes, some shimmers, and of course a super shock that is pushed into here. And it's all pressed powders. I do appreciate that Kristi did not do any of the pressed glitters, because Colourpop's pressed glitters are not eye safe, and I don't like to use things that aren't eye safe on my eyes typically. Just scares me, scratch corneas and things like that. So we're gonna start with this. Now I'm gonna start by putting Old Growth, which is this kind of like pale muted pink cool tone color, all over the lid. There is quite a bit of fallout in the pan, but to me, I can live with that if the pigmentation is good, which it really is even on this shade for being more of a transition shade. There's quite a bit of pigment, but of course that's also going to depend on your complexion. I'm very fair, very pale, so it's going to show up pretty well on me personally. In case you were wondering, this is a Morphe JS5 that I'm doing all this work on. So we're in kind of like a sparkly top today, sparkly maroon, so I think I want to kind of follow that vibe. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of want to maybe do a halo eye. I haven't done one in a long time. I think I'm going to go next with Rainer, which is right next to Old Growth, this shade here. It's kind of looking more orange on my monitor, but in person it is a very warm toned brown with a little bit of maybe a reddish undertone, and I'm just going to put that in the crease only. I put Old Growth all over the lid and in the crease, so this is not going all over the lid, it's just going in the crease only. I really want to play with like these greens and stuff too another time, so let me know in the comments below if you want me to make another video with this palette, because I'm going to do more of like the warm tones and purples and things like that, but there's so many like greens and almost blues and things like that too that look really nice in here. Alright, so I'm gonna take Amanita here on the edge, and I'm gonna take a smaller brush this time. This is the Morphe M456. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner, like just the inner third and just the outer third only, to kind of, like I said, create like the basis for a halo eye. And I like this brush because I feel it really gets to the point of the inner third of my eye well, reaches well in there and lets me do those fine details that I want. Even though there's some fallout in the pan, I will say this is doing a very good job on the face. There's not any fallout that I'm getting whatsoever on my under eye area. But that also could be just because I'm being careful to tap off the excess in the pan, which I always do, which minimizes what you get fallout-wise under the eye. I used to really recommend and would practice as well putting powder under the eye to try to help any fallout, to wipe it away easier. But I find the older and older I get, more powder under the eyes means accentuating fine lines and wrinkles, and I don't want to do that. So I have found just tapping instead has solved the same problem without needing the extra powder to make my under eyes look like crepes. I like this color too because if you just used a little. It can be almost like pinky, more sheer, but it's building really well. Okay, and then I'm just gonna connect them a little bit in the crease here. Okay, then I'm gonna go back with that first brush I was using. Go back into Rainer, just to not lose any of that more brownish tone here in the crease and to blend out the edges from Amanita. Okay, and then I'm also gonna take Old Growth, which was that first shade, and go all the way, like way up to the brow bone and out here, just again to really make sure we have a good fade, almost a good blend, no harsh edges on the corners here. Wonderful. Okay, now you could, if you wanted to, just do like gold to really bam right there. The gold flecks, the flecks in my shirt are gold, but I want to go to the Super Shocks. So there are 4 Super Shocks here that are part of this collection. I did again get the full collection on the first release, but they are all currently not in stock on Colourpop's website. Already 2 days after the restock, they're sold out again. These retail for $7 each, but the fact that the things that are sold out on their site says email me and there's a button to click makes me think, like, why would they give that as an option if they weren't planning to restock again? So that's why I still decided to do this video, because I thought it seems like they may do a 3rd restock since it's been such a popular collection. So that way you can kind of see what's going on in case you are interested for the 3rd restock. No news yet about what that date will be. So I'm not going to use Like Moss, that's kind of green. Olympic maybe, Mycelium maybe. I think Campfire is a little too copper. So it's going to be between these 2. I'm going to see what Mycelium looks like. Let me take it out of the box here. I hate boxes that stuff comes in, you guys, because I don't even have acrylics or long nails, and I can never open these. Like, the box is so cute. Look at the freaking mushrooms. And I don't want to rip the box because I want to keep it and put this back in when I'm done using it, but I always feel like I can't get the boxes open without ripping them. I don't want to ruin it. Do you guys have that problem, or is it literally just me? All right, we got her. All right, so this one is an Olympic. Let's see how we feel about that. Ooh, yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one, and this is not Olympic, sorry, it's in Mycelium. And I just have it on my finger here, and I am gonna go in the center with this. Ooh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Now, because I have hooded eyes, I'm gonna, like, normally you just do the lid only, but I'm gonna purposely take it up past into the crease a bit. That way when I open my eye, you can still see it and it doesn't just disappear with my hooded eye. So I'm really taking up that center shade almost all the way to the brow bone, frankly, so it's still visible. This is so soft. This feels softer than a normal Super Shock. I've used their Super Shock shadows before, and this feels softer. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, maybe I just got dried out ones before, and this is fresh off the press since it was a restock. Well, no, I didn't get the restock, I got the original, but it almost feels wet on my finger. It's so soft, which is odd. Oh, that's so pretty. I think I'm gonna take a little, I want something in my inner corner. What do I want in my inner corner? Okay, I think I'm gonna do Olympic maybe in the corner. We'll see how deep it looks, but I just wanna play with all of these now because they're, now that I felt that one, oh my gosh, they felt amazing. I'm so glad I got all 4 of these. I kind of was questioning at the beginning when I was like, should I just get a palette? Because I don't know about the lip gloss, and I'm very glad I got the whole thing, you guys. So I'm gonna find a little pointy brush here, brand new here. This is my Morphe M506. I'm just gonna take a little of that Super Shock. It's gonna be difficult probably to pick it up on a brush, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna put that a little in the inner corner. Ooh, maybe a little brow bone too, just to use up that excess. I'm not gonna dip in again though. That's pretty. I think those two look very similar though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. The Mycelium and the Olympic, I think those look very, very similar. So if you're not getting the whole collection, you just want to get pieces and parts, I mean, you tell me. Here, let me get the reflection so it's not doing that. I think these two look very similar as opposed to the other two in the collection, like a moss. This is supposed to be the one that's like kind of green duochrome with like a brown base maybe, and then this Campfire is more copper. Those are definitely different. See if I can fit them all in the frame here. They are different than the Mycelium and Olympic, in my humble opinion. Ooh, I like where this is going, you guys. I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, so I'm going back to the At Forest Sight palette, and I'm just gonna take a bit of Let It Rain, and I'm just gonna use that shade as some eyeliner here. And I'm just doing this because I am gonna put on lashes, and a little bit of black shadow here by the lash line is gonna help to hide that band. Ooh. Like this. I'm feeling myself, you guys. I love it. So I'm actually going to use some colored lashes today. I have some purple eyelashes from Allure London that I've used once before and I love them, and I think they would look really good with this look. So while the glue is settling on those, I'm going to real quick go back and do the lower lash line here. I'm going to take Amanita and do a little bit just on the outer third of the eye. I don't like usually to have my entire lower lash line be too dark. I think it makes my eyes a bit too small. And I'm going to take Rainier, and put it on the inner half of the under eye. Awesome. And then I'm going to go back to the first brush I used and go with Old Growth just to blend it out under there. Lovely. That just made me a little smokier, sultrier under there. And again, because the lash glue still needs a minute to set, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the eyeliners with you guys. Okay, so once again, unfortunately, I'm sorry, the liners are all out of stock on their site. They're normally $7 as well, but they have a little email thing too, so I think they will come back. There are 3 shades, and these are the cream gel liners from Colourpop. There is Spare Time, Woodsy, and Marigold. So there's a green, a brown, and a yellow. So I'm thinking probably the brown would go the best with this. I know that's kind of boring, but I just think it would go the best. Yellow I think would be a little throw off our smokiness. Green maybe. I probably could have done green instead of that black shadow on the top, but or the brown liner to be honest, but I didn't. So I will say this is the only eyeliner I've ever used that works in my waterline, period. The only one. I do like these liners a lot, and I would highly recommend them if you're someone that wants to do waterline stuff and you just can't find anything that will stick. This will do it, and you don't have to push it all, you just run it over. So pain-free. I mean, I know I've tried to use pencils before that are so hard and so dry that it's like your eyes dying. These do not do that. Okay, so there's one. This one has in the waterline, this one does not. I know it's a very subtle difference, but you can see a difference between the one with the brown in the waterline and the one without it in the waterline. If you already have a brown liner that you love, do you need this one? No. But I feel like it's such a versatile color that if you're getting the collection, it's not like you won't use it. Like, I feel like I go through brown liners and black liners more than anything else, so you'll probably use it up. If you already have one and you don't want the collection, I'd say if you had to just get one, I think Spare Time is really, really nice and still very wearable, but just more unique than the normal black and brown. Ooh, so this is coming along very nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and put on those lashes, and then we will finish up with the lips. All right, so we've got mascara, lashes, and some lip liner on to finish up here with the gloss. Now we have one gloss still in stock on the site, at least as of the day I'm filming this. The other is not. Glacier is out of stock. Wildflower is still in stock with the palette, and the glosses are both $9 each. This is their Luxe Gloss formula. I've never tried this formula, and I'm gonna go ahead and try Glacier. I know that's the one that's out of stock, but it's the shimmery one, and I think it's gonna go better with this look. So I intentionally just lined the outside and left the middle with no lip liner. And I'm just gonna put this in the center. I like to do this with liner a lot, where I'll just do the outside and then I'll use a gloss, and then I'll kind of like mush it all together. I find it gives it more of like an ombre effect of like lighter in the middle and darker on the outside without having to use two different products. Well, I mean, I'm using a gloss and a liner, but I'm not using two liners or a liner and a lipstick plus a gloss. This gloss is very thick. It's a little sticky, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard some people say they don't like this formula. I'm gonna stop, I'm not gonna put on more, because I think it's probably like the more you thickly layer on, the more like sticky, spitty looking it's gonna be. So I'm just gonna do a thin layer, and I think it'll be good. So here is the completed look, guys. Oh, I love the eyes so much. I've been on a halo eye in so long. And yes, these are purple lashes, but I really think it's okay because these Eyeliner ones, it has some black and purple mixed in, so it's not all purple, and mixed in with my normal lashes. I just really like this. I hope you guys like it as well. The full collection, if it does come back in stock, is $82. You get a savings of, let's see, what is that, $5 by getting the whole collection versus buying everything separately. So that is all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and seeing all of the things from the Colourpop and Raw Beauty collection. As always, if you have not yet, please click the like button and subscribe. I am only 9 subscribers away from hitting 200, and I really want to do that by the end of the calendar year, the end of December. So if you could help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. I make new videos every Sunday, but actually next week I believe I have a collab coming up, and I believe it's going to be up on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. So if you want to be notified when my new videos go up, you can click the little notification bell and it will tell you when my videos go up for you all to watch. So that is all, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the day and week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.